Welcome to day 5 of the 10-day Mindful Pilates sessions, or challenge, should I say. Today's session is going to be about flow, so it's about combining movements to create a really nice flowing sequence. So we're going to take it onto the mat to begin with, and we're just going to start with a strong standing posture. Okay, so grounded through the feet, just going to lift up through the toes, create that nice wide foot, create that lovely opening through the toes, give them a nice stretch and release, and then we relax everything down. Okay, so slight bend through the knees, lift and lengthen through the pelvis, opening through the chest, and I want you to just take a moment to just be aware of any gripping, whether it's through the glutes, whether it's through the tummy, whether it's through the neck and shoulders, so we start feeling really strong. Okay, just to begin with, we're going to take those arms out to the side and up above the head. Okay, from this point here, okay, for this I'm going to take it into a kneeling position, but keep it standing, just so you can see everything that's going on. So from this position, we're just going to move through the wrists. We're just going to think about opening and a gentle lift through the mid-back. Okay, we can make fists as we do that. We can change direction. And then we're going to lift the fingertips right up to the sky. And we're going to take that out to the side now. Same again. So we can push those palms out to the side. Then we can circle through those wrists. So it's a little bit of exploration and movement. Just giving them a nice loosen off, a nice release. We can make those fists and do exactly the same. Amazing. And then we're going to take those arms forward, do exactly the same, circle through those wrists, make a fist. Amazing. Then we're just going to clasp the fingers together. We're going to push those palms away. Just hold that position for a moment. We flip them back, and then we're just going to glide the shoulder blades away from the rib cage, away from the spine, so that we're rounding through that mid-back. We just allow the chin to relax gently to the chest. Amazing. We draw it back up, and then we're going to be in that standing position. We're just going to take ourselves into a slightly widened position. And we're just going to wiggle through those hips. Just noticing any feelings of tightness or tensioning through there. And we're just going to create a nice big circle through there. So we take it over to the side, we draw it back, we draw it round, straight to the front. Okay, amazing. And this is a really, really nice way just to create some release or any kind of little hidden areas of tension, just to take notice of those. We change direction. Okay, and we really utilize that big full range of movement. A nice big full circle through there. Amazing. Okay, we draw the feet back together. Okay, so for the next exercise, we're going to step it out to the side, okay? And we're drawing it back up. So start with a smaller step. So we're not going crazy with that step out to the side, okay, because we need to draw it back up. When we feel comfortable with that, okay, we've got that sweet spot nailed, that ability to draw it back to center. We're going to start to sit it back. Okay, so we start to sit that back, and it's about just enjoying that movement, really drawing your focus into that movement, thinking about how it feels for you, creating some nice energy through the body. And then when that feels good, we're going to add a reach in. Okay, and this reach can go towards the foot. It can come to the inside of the foot. It can go to the outside of the foot. We're just being really mindful about how we can move our body in the most efficient way. Okay, we'll take it over onto the other side. If that's a little bit too much for you and you've just watched and gone, I can't do that, keep it really simple and small, and we'll progress it on. Okay, so start from where you're at now and then build up from that. Okay, so we start with that step to the side, just finding that sweet spot right in the center. And we get bigger with that range of movement if it feels good for us. And then we add the reach to the foot. Go at your own pace. We don't rush it just to get it over and done with. Okay. We don't rush it because we think it's better for us. Okay. We really focus on being mindful about our movement, allowing the body to work at its most efficient. Okay, and that takes time and practice. Okay, lots of practice and repetition. Okay, once more. Okay, we give those legs a nice little shake off. We're going to stand on one foot. We're going to just circle through that ankle for a moment, just like we did with the hands and the wrists. Amazing. And then we take it over to the other side. Okay, we change direction with that. Just giving the ankles and the feet a little bit of TLC. And we take it into position just a little bit wider than shoulder width. But again, play around with that to suit your body. Okay, and we're going to move through a squat sequence. Okay, so we start just by doing a few little squats just to get us into the swing of things. Okay, so again, we don't rush into it. We think about how it feels for us. Just allow that to flow. Okay, the bottom sits back, so I'll get a little bit of side view for that. Okay, so don't worry too much. We'll get a little bit of tipping forward. Okay, but what we want to try and avoid is this. Okay, so now we're going to add a hand onto the floor and a hand up to the sky. Okay, you might find that with this, it's a minimal movement, okay, or it's a small range of movement, but I want you to progress that on. Again, allow it to flow. If you find it quite tough, I want you to think about where your restrictions are, where the body's resisting. Okay, and then just have a little bit of a recap of the sessions of the exercises that focus on that particular area. Okay, I'm going to do one more on each side. And then we're going to take it onto the mat. So I'm going to be grounded onto the mat. Nice, strong standing position. And we take a big full breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to take our chin down to the chest and we're going to roll through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. And we're just going to allow the hands to walk out into that 4-point kneeling position. And we're going to take the knees back slightly. Okay. So find your strong position here. You can either place the tops of the feet down or place the toes down. And we're going to create a figure of 8. So we're going to shift the bottom over to one side. We're going to scoop it round. We're going to come across the body. And then we scoop it round, weight onto the hands. Okay, we come across the body. bottom over to the side, we scoop it round, and we come across. So we're creating that figure of 8. And this will be very unique to you, okay, depending on just upper body strength, how the wrists are feeling, your range of movement and your mobility. So just work with where you are now and enjoy it, okay? Allow it to be a nourishing movement for your body. Okay, we change direction. Okay, we create that figure of 8. And again, you know, the focus of the session is flow. Allow it to flow, modify it, evolve it, adapt it to work with your body. Okay. Breathe your big full breaths. Allow the breath to connect to your movement. Amazing. Okay. So from here, we're going to keep with the same position. Okay. We're going to sit the bottom back. Okay. We're going to lift all the way up and over, so belly button to the sky, like we would with that cat stretch. We're going to call it the small weight because the weight moves onto the hands. We're going to place the toes down, and we're going to move into that downward facing dog. We just ease into that position. We take our weight onto our hands. We take the knees down, and we go again. We sit the bottom back. We lift all the way up and over. We place the toes down, we sit the bottom back, and we take it into that child's pose position. We move the weight onto the hands, knees down. We go again, take it back. We lift all the way up and over. We take the toes down. We ease the bottom back. Weight onto the hands, we lower the knees down, and we're just going to take ourselves now into a seated position. Okay, we're going to just roll down into that lying position. We're just going to hook the knees to the chest for a moment. Give them a little wiggle, massage that lower back into the mat. Amazing. We're going to create lovely length through the body. So arms overhead, legs straight. And we just take a moment here. Okay, so from here, we're going to draw the arms down by our side. We're going to take one hand to the sky. Okay. And from here, we're going to work through a progression. So I'll show you the very beginning, and then we'll move up from there. Okay, so we all start here. We all start from the beginning. Okay, we're going to lift the hand to the sky. Okay, and we're going to come up onto the elbow. Okay, so hand to the sky, onto the elbow. Now, if you find this quite tough to do, you can have somebody holding this hand and just helping you, assisting you on drawing up into that position. Okay, so we draw it up. Amazing. We go again onto that elbow. Okay, so this time we're going to come up onto the elbow, but we're going to draw it onto the hand, and the same hand, same knee. My goodness, get my words out. I'll show you. The same knee draws up, foot grounded. Okay. As a hand that's to the sky. So hand that's to the sky, same knee is bent, foot is grounded. Okay. So remember when we talked about flow of movement. Okay. So ideally, we want to allow that to flow, and we've got this length through the spine. Okay. We'll draw it down. Amazing. And we think about a length through the back. Okay, we're going to do one more And we're going to progress it on. Okay, if that's where you're at, just keep it at the place you are at. Don't try and go further than you feel happy your body can do. Okay, we're going to start where you are. Okay, we draw it up, hand down, and we're going to lift. Okay, so takes a little bit of fine tuning. Draw it up and lift. Okay, we're going to do 2 more of those and lift. 1 more of those. Okay, and then we take it over to the other side. So just take a moment to reset. Other hand comes to the sky. Okay, so first of all, legs remain straight. We lift the fingers to the sky. We draw up onto the elbow. Okay, and then we bring it down. Up onto the elbow. And we draw it down. I'm going to have to say, I'm sure you can probably hear it on the video. I don't know what my little Sammy J Bam Bam is doing in the background. Okay. We've got some humming. Anyway, amazing. Don't you just love real life? Okay, so from here, same knee draws up. Hand goes down, we lengthen through the spine. We draw it down, all the way up. We draw it down, amazing. We bring it up. Fantastic. Final one. So work at your own pace with this. Remember, if you need somebody to help you, they can take hold of this hand, then they're in a standing position, and they can gently assist you. Okay, so progression from here. Okay, only if your body feels ready for this. We take it up, hand down, we open. Okay, so we draw it up, hand down, we open. Okay, amazing. We draw it up, hand down, pelvis up to the sky. One final one. We draw it up. Okay, pelvis to the sky. Amazing. Just scoot it all the way down the room. Draw the knees to the chest. Give them a little wiggle. Fantastic work. And that is day 5 done. Okay, so we're halfway through the 10-day challenge. I hope you're enjoying it so far. But yeah, incredible. I look forward to seeing you on day 6.